Correct.
You're live. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Come on in here. Grant, I hope you're still in here.
Are you there, Grant?
We'll answer Grant's question as folks are coming in for the live, the Happy Sunday Cruise News, Lose It to Cruise It update. Live. Grant said, would you please remind me of your travel agent's contact information? Her name is Cindy Van Kirk. She is on Facebook as it's her travel page, but JJ.
Is that the send me dot? Is that
yes,
the yeah.
That's it. We'll give her email though for you, and I'll put it in a link below. So
right.
JJ, what's her info?
Cindy Van Kirk. She is at cindy.oa@sendme.global. Again, that's cindy.oa@sendme.global.
One word, send me. Yeah.
Okay. And her work phone number is 941-504-6194.
If you search for Cindy Van Kirk, two different words, Van and then Kirk, K-I-R-K, and you on Facebook, you'll find her business page.
Right.
I couldn't think of that word, business.
Would you like some of my coffee?
No, I got my nap today. So as those who've been watching know, so I can get up at 3:45
in the morning.
We'll talk more about that. Christopher is back in the house.
Christopher, welcome back.
My favorite time. Oh, you're so sweet, Christopher. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Wagner. You make us feel old.
JJ and Sherry.
Seriously. My favorite time of the week. How are you all coming from St. Louis, Missouri? Yes.
Hello, St. Louis.
Is that the same time frame?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm really bad at time frame. I'm really bad at geography, basically.
Yeah.
You know, altogether geography.
I got my nap. I got my coffee. I fixed my hair for y'all.
He really did. So y'all think that's natural. It's not. He has to do a wee bit of upkeep.
I'll tell you a secret.
A wee bit
There's
of
not
upkeep.
much that is natural about me.
Colorado Family Travels. Woo!
What's up, y'all?
I'm pretty sure. No, I know we are subbed to you. They have a YouTube channel too, y'all. So y'all go check out
them out.
Colorado Family Travels. They have at least a couple of kids. I think you have maybe two girls, I think. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Okay, well, it is. I started a minute early, but it's 4:02. I'll do the two girls and a boy. Oh, I forgot about your boy. Oh, woohoo! You got a full house, and you travel with your kids. So I think we're going. And I haven't even told JJ this.
Oh no, are we having kids?
We had talked about doing collab with the Colorado family.
Absolutely.
On our Explorer.
Yep.
Because they're in our Explorer cruise group. So we'll start for everybody else. We have 76 days. That's our countdown. 76 days till our cruise. And that will be on Explorer out of Miami. So we're going to fly from our little old abode here in Texas. This will be, it's to the, what, you like the word abode? I just wanted to say.
No, I just like the accent.
That's my natural accent. What?
That's natural.
That's all natural. We will be going to the ABC Islands.
Aruba.
We didn't try.
Bonaire.
We did not try to book an ABC Island.
Curacao.
Yes. We did not try to book that. As Colorado family knows, it started out as Dominican Republic and Labadee.
Yes.
And then they canceled Dominican altogether, or DR altogether, and they substituted, I forgot what we got substituted in for Labadee. So we're no longer going to Labadee, and I think they put in Aruba in place of that. But anyway, so that's the ABC Island. So that's coming up in 76 days, which is why we're trying to lose it to cruise it.
Right.
This will be our 17th cruise. We did 2 on Carnival and 1 on Norwegian, and then the rest, 14, have been Royal.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Who of you out there on your first cruise got your sea legs?
Oh, I'm not sure they know. I'm not sure that means what you think it means. What movie is that from?
I'm too old to remember that.
I don't think that means You keep using that word. I
Sea
don't think
legs.
that means what you think it means. Y'all put in the
I got
y'all put in the comments what movie's that from. Y'all know.
I got sick.
Yeah, he means those sea legs. He doesn't mean like getting used to everything.
Right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
and my mother both got sick on our first sailing. And my mother
and the
doesn't
seas
even
were
remember.
the seas were rough.
Yeah, Mom doesn't remember it. They were very rough. The captain came on the next day and said veteran cruisers had been ill, like the crew, had been ill. So it was pretty rough.
And in the interest of complete disclosure, I am not Navy. I am Air Force. That's why
Right.
turbulence doesn't bother me at 35,000.
There's a reason.
Anyway,
I wasn't on
moving
the sea. Yes. So the ones we have booked are Allure out of Galveston in April of 23.
That's our second time on her.
Yeah, we were on 2017, I think.
Somewhere there.
And Ovation out of Seattle. Murphy wants to join in.
It's my son. Somebody
Someone
walked on his sidewalk.
Dare walk on his sidewalk outside. That's what's going on. So Ovation out of Seattle in September of 23. And y'all know where we're going if we're going out of Seattle, right? Alaska. Murphy, come here.
Brr.
Come here, buddy. Yes. So, and drum roll. I didn't get a better drum roll this week, so I'm not going to do it.
And I don't do it.
Is that any better?
Ooh.
I don't know. That's a little better?
Maybe.
You're scared of that?
Yeah.
Did I look scared when I did it? Is that why? Maybe. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's the drum roll. We have a new cruise booked, and we will tell you about that at the end. A little bait, a little carrot to keep you on here. We have a new cruise booked and an almost new cruise line for us. We have only cruised on this cruise line once ever. Well, I just told you the answer because I just said what we cruised on. Anyway, we'll tell you about that at the end. So why are we here? Well, for those of you who are just joining us, since September, which was our Symphony cruise, I have gained 15 pounds. I'm 5'3", y'all. I'm 5'3". That's not a lot of girl. I mean, like a lot of height to like gain 15 pounds with. So that was almost 2 pant sizes. Somebody wants up. Oh, Percy. Percy wants up. So 15 pounds for me.
Say hello, crew. What's up? Texas, it's hot.
Since September. And JJ gained.
Oh, too much.
10 pounds.
Too much.
He didn't lose as much as I did because seriously, and we talked about this on our very first, the Lose It to Cruise It video, the very first one. And I'll put that in the link below. You can go back and watch that if you don't know what the heck we're talking about and you just wanted to see it live on a Sunday afternoon because, you're done and getting ready for work tomorrow. But that's the video that you can watch to know what we're talking about. JJ didn't really get ready for that cruise as much as I did. I lost a lot of my COVID weight for that cruise. And then as soon as we got back home, what do? Up the scale. So yeah. So I gained 15 pounds. So it had to stop. And it's not all aesthetics. Yeah, it is like some aesthetics.
It's health.
I'm growing out of my pants.
Health
Y'all.
for me,
I got to buy new clothes, which I don't like. If it's like the same size new clothes, I love that. I love to shop. Don't get me wrong. But the buy bigger sizes just because I can't stop doing this, bending the elbow. I got better self-control than that. But that's
curling.
Curls, yeah. That's not the only reason. JJ's a heart patient. He's had 2 stents put in. In fact, 2017, we were talking about going on Allure. Was that the one that we canceled?
No.
I can't remember what we were Liberty. We're probably cruising on Liberty.
Yep.
When we had to postpone it. The doctor came in and I said, Doc, we have a cruising. It was like 3 weeks. And he was like, you're not cruising.
No cruise.
No cruise. You're not
no
cruising.
Cruise.
He was very nice. Anyway, so when my mother has had breast cancer. She's the only one in our family, so it's probably not very common. But, you want to be healthy. We need to be healthy. We're getting older, and we need to make sure that we are taking care of our health. And we won't take the stairs, folks, on our cruise. Because, folks are rude. Folks are rude with the stairs. And they run, with the elevators, they run and jump in front of you and then you're waiting there forever and you end up late for dinner because you're waiting on the elevator. Why not just take the stairs? Why can't we take the stairs? So that's why we're here. We are losing it to cruising it. That doesn't really go. Lose it to cruise it. That's why we're here. We are losing weight. We started on June 15th, back to the gym at We arrive to the gym at a little before 4:30 because they open at 4:30. We get up at 3:45 every morning, Monday through Friday, because it is hot. It is like 100 degrees plus hellfire in Texas.
I think it's currently 102.
At 5:45, 6 o'clock when I get home from work, and I'm just not going to get back out and put on the leggings and get out in the heat. I'm not going to do it. So
Well, at 3:45, it's 82 degrees.
right. At least with no sun shining down on you. So we switched to the morning routine, and it really hadn't been that bad. I'm not a whole lot more tired. I do go to bed early. Someone asked me that one time, but
8 o'clock.
yes. So we started back to the gym. We do weights, a little bit of cardio when we need it, basically for heart health, not really for extra calories, but for heart health. And we track our food on MyFitnessPal, the app. And we order meals. JJ orders from freshly.com and I order from snapkitchen.com. And we like that. That helps us just stay within our calories. And I don't have to cook when I get home because someone doesn't cook.
I do dishes.
Someone's retired.
I do
He
dishes.
does do dishes. I made banana bread this morning from some really ripe bananas. And he did the
doing
dishes.
those dishes
Yep.
was sure worth that 142
dishes.
calories.
It is like every slice of banana bread is 142 calories. It's not really
And
diet.
yes, I did track it.
It's not really diet. Okay, so let's read some comments before we get started here. Oh, John Van Witzenberg. I hope I said that right, John. You guys are awesome. Hope my wife and I get to cruise with y'all someday. We're going Wonder of the Seas. John, you will love it.
You need to watch our Wonder of the Seas series.
I bet he already has.
If you have not already, it's amazing.
It was so fun. It was a wonderful trip.
Right.
Yes. Thank you, John.
Yep.
Willie Bonds. I'm going to cruise next year. Just want to say to y'all how much is the drink package? We're going to talk about that, Willie,
Yeah, it's on the agenda.
in our FAQs today.
Yep.
So stay tuned. We're going to talk about the drink package and how to determine if it's worth it for you. Mark the Shark. Oh, I like that name, Mark.
I'm Jack the Knife.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm not.
You're not Jack.
No.
JJ the hey.
I'm the jefe.
JJ the hey.
The jefe.
Mark, welcome. Glad you're here. And Audrey's back in the house. We walked down 7 flights with suitcases on our last cruise. It was our first. Not expecting that. LOL, she says.
Oh.
We are working on our weight as well. Yes, you are. And I want an update, Audrey. What you doing? How much have you lost? Willie says, I'm going Wonder of the Seas for my birthday next year, August 6th. You will love it. You will love it, Willie.
She is amazing.
Yes. So John and Willie, y'all probably not going on the same cruise, but you never know.
When is our next cruise?
Our
76
next cruise?
days.
Yes.
Wow.
I just said it. He forgot it.
I know.
See, and you stay healthy. The mind too.
Ooh, I need some ginkgo biloba. Something.
So our progress for this week, the drum roll, the sad drum roll again. I'm gonna have to buy bongos. JJ's
Please
progress.
don't.
Do you need notes? Do you need notes? You
Yeah,
remember?
can I read this?
Yes. JJ's
Oh,
overall since June 15th. That's when we started 3:45 in the gym and when we really got serious about the food and all that.
Percy wants some of my coffee.
He does. It's tasting good to him.
So I'm at 7.6 pounds overall since we started our
Lost
program.
7.6.
So
June 15th. So that's
Yep.
6 weeks.
yeah, and this
4,
week,
5, 6. Yes, just
Yeah.
this week.
just this week, down 1.4.
That's it. Slow as you go, steady as you roll. And your weight in the gym, your weights in the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
we went up 5 pounds again this week.
Yeah.
In our total weight, and I dropped all of my exercises to 8 to 10 reps.
Right.
So we're getting heavier and we're doing less reps.
Yes. So it's really good that you can see that you're gaining strength, which means you might be gaining a little muscle while you're losing fat. That's the ideal scenario.
Yep.
Muscle is the organ of longevity,
It is.
especially for us ladies. We get weak and then we get out in our back and then we can't get down with our kids or our grandkids or can't climb the stairs on a cruise.
My back goes out too.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's not fun. If you can stay strong in the gym with the weights, then it helps you just in everything with life. So I have lost 5.4 overall since June 15th.
Ooh,
Yay, Sherry, 5.4. Not a lot. I had wanted to be down like a pound a week, which would be 6 at this point. But come day, go day.
Still got a little over 10 weeks
Oh
to
yeah,
go. So
no, I'm good. I'm not worried. 1 pound lost just this week. Again, that's exactly because I'm not, extra large. I'm just large for me. This is just not the size that's healthy for me and that's comfortable for me.
That's your target weight.
Yeah.
1 a week.
Yeah. Well, at least 1 a week.
Yeah.
I've been 1 point something up until now, but that's good. However, as you ladies know, what's more important is the tape measure. Tapey, the pantsometer, and the actual tape measure. So I am down 1 inch in my waist. Woohoo!
That's good.
Party. 0.75 inches, so 3/4 inches in my hips, which is where I hold it. And my thighs, ladies, welcome to the thigh club. Finally down 1/4 inch. They haven't been budging. They have not been budging for 6 weeks now. Ain't nothing happening in the thigh. I was going to say in the thigh region. That sounds bad. Ain't nothing happening.
We're not gonna get that.
That's not what this. That's not what this live is about. No, that's not what this is about. So yes, and I had a couple of really weak days in the gym. I was really surprised. I was like, man, I had but when you're in what's called a calorie deficit, when you're eating less than you normally do, and less than you're needing for your energy, which is how you lose body fat. It can get weak.
You need fuel in the motor to get it to run.
But you still need to be lifting.
Still need to be lifting
so that you at least retain the current muscle that you have. So that's our lose it to cruise it update. We're keeping on.
Cinch by the inch.
Yes,
it's a trial by the mile.
And we want you to tell us how you're doing in your process also. So let's look at some more comments.
Can I have some coffee, please?
Oh yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Cheers, Percy.
Yes, Audrey's back on find out what she's doing. Willie, I'm going under the seas. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Colorado. After our southern Caribbean in October, we'll be on Quantum.
Oh, nice
in
ship.
June of 23. Yes, we haven't been on the Quantum
we have
category.
not been on the Quantum.
So Ovation, I think, is a Quantum.
It is.
I know she is. So we'll be on that next year also. Quantum will be fun. Christopher's chiming in. Since last week, I'm down 1.2 pounds. Woo!
Awesome. Boom.
Go, Christopher. Excellent. Awesome job. Again, really, the slower you go, because Christopher, you were like off like a rocket last week. You lost like 7 pounds. Some of that, not a lot. Some of it was water weight. We all know that when we first start eating right again and losing, it's going to be a little water weight to come off. But that's okay. It's psychologically progress, which makes you feel good.
Tell us, Christopher, what motivates you to continue on too. What do you use?
Yeah, to keep going, to like watch your food. Are you working out or anything?
Right on.
Let us know that. While Chris is answering that, we will start with cruise news. Cruise news.
Can I do it?
That's JJ's copyrighted.
All points bulletin.
His copyrighted sound. It's really not copyrighted.
It's not.
That's JJ's sound. Cruise news. As of July 31st, which is today, and y'all know, on July 18th, the CDC dropped the cruise line program. Woohoo! So cruise lines are now free to do whatever
they choose to
the ocean they want in their protocols for COVID.
Yeah.
They're all still being very cautious and removing things, but we do have some news. If you haven't been keeping up with the cruise news, remember that whatever you're cruising next, the number one rule to live by is
tell me.
Check your cruise line's website.
Always.
For whatever their protocols are. And seriously, check every week, folks, because this is going to be picking up as we go and more.
I would also recommend that in the last 7 days, check it every day, because sometimes they drop a little
news bomb.
Yeah. Here it is. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, it just posted yesterday.
Right. And they didn't send an email to you or anything.
Right.
So sometimes you never know. So the big news this week is on August 8th, Royal will be dropping COVID testing for all vaccinated cruisers. Not everybody, only
stand by
on 5 days or night less sailings. So
if you're 6 or more,
you still got to, so far So far, give it time. Let's give it some time. Okay.
Hopefully
so
in
Royal,
76 days that will change.
I know.
That'd be
Seriously,
nice.
Colorado families like all the way with us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Audrey says, yeah, Audrey we changed our diet, proteins and veggies, 3 pounds for me and my husband 5, of course.
Whoa.
I feel your pain, Audrey.
My biggest weakness, breads, of course, donuts.
No, desserts,
donuts.
All the way.
Desserts. Yeah. Desserts. Yeah. Sweets.
All the way.
I've been eating cantaloupe.
Oh, we got some really sweet cantaloupe, y'all.
Pecos,
Texas.
Cantaloupe.
I don't know where everybody lives, and you probably can't get it, but man, that's some sweet. I mean, seriously, it was like candy. I was
better
just
than ice cream.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really.
No, not better than a donut. I mean, I got to say, I'd rather, Anyway, we're kind of interspersing our lose it to cruise it here.
Sorry.
But it's all about healthy cruising, right?
My point was I moved away from breads and many sweets and moved to fruits.
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah. We're trying. Christopher says, truthfully, I walk literally a quarter mile from the parking lot to my work area. Okay, maybe not that far, but nonetheless, it's far. I get an average of 18,000 steps a day.
Wow. Where you work in New York?
Wow. My inspiration is my family.
Oh.
Yeah, your mom. You were talking about your mom the other day too, and that she's cruising with you.
He's inspired by his mama.
Willie Bonds, did y'all get balcony on y'all's cruise? Now, if you're talking about this one in 76 days, yes. That'll be on Explorer.
Explorer.
We did. That's our preferred cabin. We just really like a balcony. We're actually on it, and we actually are in our room. Some people say, and I completely understand it, that they're only in their room to shower and get ready and sleep. That's it.
This is what I like to do on my cruise ship, on my balcony. Sit, coffee, and watch the ocean go by.
Sit and sip and watch.
And listen.
S and W. Sit and watch. It's just what he does on the balcony.
Sound very good.
But I also like first thing in the morning to go out when the sunrise is coming up. There's nothing like that. I mean, y'all know, y'all cruisers, there's nothing
beautiful.
Like that view of the sunrise.
Or the sunset.
I mean, I'm all about land vacations. Don't get me wrong. If we could afford to do both, we do both. But we can't. We can only afford to do.
Yeah, I did not win that $1 billion lottery. So
man, not this time.
No.
We can only afford to do one kind of vacation. So we cruise. And there's nothing like being on the water.
For us, it's
yeah.
It's the creme de la creme.
Looking around and seeing nothing but water to me is beautiful. It scares some people. I've literally heard them say that. If I can't see the land, I'm freaking out. For us, we love it.
Dark blue water and white wake tops.
Oh yeah, and you can tell. Y'all know as you're going out of at least Galveston, because it's like dirty.
It's all that Mississippi River mud coming down in the
dirty
Gulf.
mama water. It's like pretty nasty. And it's like apparent when you wake up the next morning. It's like crystal blue. You look out of your balcony at the water and it's beautiful blue, aqua, dark.
But you know what's interesting?
Like you can't explain the color.
If you go east of the Mississippi over toward Florida, it's blue.
It's better.
Because all that Mississippi mud and stuff comes down from east to west.
It's just Galveston. It's not pretty. Yeah. So, so Willie, we did get a balcony. John says, excellent pronunciation of my name. Thank you. I tried. Let me try again. Witzenberg. Okay, Witzenberg.
I'm a Danville, Pennsylvania boy. Where do you come from?
Yeah, John. Where are you right now? Where are you staying? Where are you living? He says, been watching all your vlogs. So much info. Double thumbs up. Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
Christopher says, with all your cruises coming up, are you going to continue to make vlogs? Absolutely. That's what we do.
That's
And the reason we do this, y'all, is because when we were getting ready for cruises, we've been cruising since it's 2010. And we
excuse me.
Loved like watching cruises, especially for the ship. If we can find one for the ship we're going on, but sometimes it doesn't matter what ship it is. We just enjoy watching other people on cruises.
I need to interject here.
Okay.
I'm so crazy for cruising that I will pull up Miami port and watch ships leave the port on my 55-inch screen TV.
Y'all, this is the guy.
No audio. There's no audio on it. I just look forward to my next cruise. Okay, that's my confession for the day.
And yet this is the same guy, y'all, who wants to watch shoot them up, blow them up. Like the more action, the better. Like, no, oh no, that's too slow. We're turning it off. We're turning to something else. If I want to watch a chick flick, no, that's not happening. Which I don't usually. I kind of like action too.
Some people think it's like watching paint dry.
Chick flick. Some of them are.
All right, I'm sorry.
But so shoot them up, kill them up, blow them up, whatever. The more action, the better. Is this guy like Die Hard Central? And yet he watches the cruise port. Talk about paint drying. That is like paint drying.
That's my decompression.
I can't handle it. I told him that the other day. I was like, wait a minute, you're like Mr. Action here, and yet you're watching. What are we watching? Nothing is moving. All the ships are parked, are docked. And he's like, oh, it's so peaceful. I'm like, I don't get it. It's like a dichotomy.
I chat with them, online
yes,
at the cruise port.
Because they have a YouTube channel.
I know Carrie.
Miami has a YouTube channel, and they know.
She helps run the camera and the video.
They know JJ.
She's good.
And all his probably retired friends.
Yeah.
Who were on.
My geriatric team.
They were on the same one.
What did Audrey say?
Colorado families saying bye. Okay, family time. Have to leave. Have a good week. Thank you.
Enjoy. Have a good week. Stay safe.
Audrey says our next cruise is on the Allure in November. All right.
You're gonna love it.
Yes, and is it on the inaugural out of I say inaugural. Is it on the first one out of Galveston when she comes back November? What I learned from our first cruise, we did not need the drink package. We like wine, specialty coffee. We might not get the drink package on the Allure. Yeah. I'm not sure it's worth it. Audrey, and who was it? Willie, who asked about it. We'll talk about that. So let me finish the cruise news, y'all.
I'm sorry.
No. That's okay. We got some questions, so that's good. We like y'all asking questions. That's okay. So August 8th, Royal ends testing for 5 nights or longer. August 4th, Carnival ends testing for 5 nights or longer. They did the exact same thing. Royal came out first, and then Carnival announced, but started 4 days earlier. So it's like, I guess this is a
5 nights or longer or shorter?
Shorter. I'm sorry. Ooh, 5 nights or shorter. Thank you for catching that, babe. Yes. Royal, what's interesting, is also now no longer requiring testing for crew who are traveling to join the ship. So they still have to test, obviously, if the country, they're traveling in or through or whatever, But the cruise line itself is no longer, Royal is no longer requiring crew who are traveling to join the ship to test.
Inbound crew members.
Yes. Again, we don't have to test. It's kind of fair. Seems kind of fair that they wouldn't either.
Right.
Royal has also made a change in their beverage package details across the fleet. This is what the change is. When Wonder came out, Wonder has, and I kind of thought it was on all of them, but it wasn't. Wonder stealthily, secretly put Starbucks drinks in the Cafe Promenade. And I was like, oh, well, Adventure has Starbucks drinks in the Cafe Promenade, but Adventure does not have a Starbucks kiosk. Wonder does. And all the Oasis class ships on the Royal Fleet have the Starbucks kiosk, which is like a separate, if you've watched our Symphony, I think I explained it on Symphony. I definitely explained it on Wonder. You can see the kiosk is like the freestanding
the little Starbucks store.
Yeah, it's not really little. It's kind of large.
Well,
out there in the middle of the promenade.
On Wonder, it seems little.
Yeah, compared to everything else, that's true. And so those have specialty drinks. The kiosk, the Starbucks kiosk, has specialty drinks like the pink drink and the whatever. I don't know, the multi-syllable drinks that they have. And the Cafe Promenade then carried basics like your Frappuccino, your Mochaccino, your lattes, that kind of thing, like basic coffee drinks, cold and hot, in the Cafe Promenade. Well, now that's going to be true across the fleet. Every Royal Caribbean ship that has a Cafe Promenade will have Starbucks drinks, those kind of coffee drinks
brand
in
the Promenade Cafe.
And you can use your drink package for them.
You can use your drink package for those.
Yeah. So good news to all you coffee drinkers. I don't drink coffee. I have to add so much to it that we're talking about lose it to cruise it. I have to add sugar.
It's not coffee.
Creamer. It's not even coffee when I get done with it. So, Audrey's going November 13th. Awesome. So
where are we going?
She's going on the Allure out of Galveston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's right when she gets here.
Yes. I think, I just assumed that it was Galveston, Audrey, but you didn't say that. Next cruise is on the Allure in November. Is that out of Galveston? I don't know. She's coming. I know she's coming.
She
to
arrives
Galveston
in November.
In November. So, but you might have gotten on the cusp. So let us know if it's Galveston or not. And from last week's cruise news, if y'all remember, at the 3 cruise lines that have completely stopped testing, no testing at all for all vaccinated people are Azamara, Margaritaville at Sea, and Virgin. So those are the 3. If you are not vaccinated yet, but you love cruising, and that's why maybe you're here or watching this, then try Azamara, Margaritaville at Sea, or Virgin. Virgin also opened up 10% of its capacity for non-vaxxed passengers for any reason.
Right.
No medical, religious reason needed.
Any reason.
And I believe Carnival has done that too.
Not sure about that.
Not sure. I think so. So what I found interesting, yes, Audrey's out of Galveston.
Excellent.
Yay! Have you cruised out of Galveston, Audrey? Yes, it's closest to us. It's like a 5-hour drive, so we cruise out of there a lot. It's very convenient.
Check out the Strand if you're coming early.
It's the neighborhood.
It's the neighborhood right off the port. It's really cool.
Yeah,
a lot of history there.
You might live close, so you know what we're talking about.
If you do.
Yeah. Anyway, Galveston's we think it's a fun town. We usually stay when we cruise out of Galveston. We stay overnight.
The day before.
Yeah, the day before. In League City.
Simply
because it's less expensive.
And there's a great restaurant
Yeah,
there.
there's a great, we love the restaurant. We have a cruising out of Galveston video. I'll link it below too. That shows where we stay, a hotel review, and the restaurant that we love that's in League City. Again, it's just less expensive. But if someone's going with like kids or they just haven't ever been to Galveston, then I would recommend you stay in Galveston. It's a fun town. Willie says, we are definitely excited for our trip next year. Me and my fiance are going to be getting married at Cocoa Key Beach.
How cool.
While we're doing our cruise.
That's
Congratulations,
cool.
Willie. Yeah. Oh, that will be so exciting. That will be so exciting, Willie. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. Cocoa Key. Ooh, that'll be beautiful too. The backdrop. Oh, yeah. Y'all going to have beautiful pictures forever. Christopher says, we're talking about food and drinks. My question, my mother recommends Senor Frogs in Cozumel. Have you eaten there? We have not.
I don't think I ever have, but I've heard things about it.
Have you never eaten a Senor Frogs?
I don't think so.
I've eaten there. It's kind of like
it's like a
Chili's.
Yeah, Chili's.
Do you have Chili's in Missouri?
Yeah, we did eat there actually.
Yeah. I mean, they have like good bar food, but they also have salads, burgers. They have really, it's just a varied menu, kind of like a Chili's or Bennigan's or,
right.
Just good across the menu food.
It's a good American
fried
menu
food
place.
Plus, plus salads and all.
Their burgers are phenomenal.
Yeah, y'all should like that. Okay, so let's start with the drink package because that's the first one on our FAQ. That's where we stopped last week with our frequently asked questions about the drink package. And this is my theory on the drink package. It's all depending on your drink habits. So how much do you drink a day? That's one of the considerations. The number one consideration is how many ports do you have on your sailing and how long will you be in port?
Right.
Because you sure as heck don't want to be paying for drinks on the ship.
You're having to buy
when you're in port. Yeah, that seems silly. So if you have a 7-night cruise and you have 4 ports, some cruises do, and you're going to be in port each of those days until like 5 or 6 or until you have to get back to the ship.
That's a 3-day net for onboard beverage package.
Drink package probably not worth it. So keep that in mind. How many ports and how long will you be in port? And 2, what kind of drinker are you? Do you seriously like have a drink in your hand 24/7 while you're on board? The days that you are on board, are you going to want to drink from the time you're waking up? You're going to have something. What's a breakfast drink?
Bloody Mary.
You're going to have a Bloody Mary in the Windjammer in the morning, and you're going to be drinking with every meal and out the pool in the morning, out of the pool in the afternoon. You're going to be drinking the whole day.
Chocolate cheesecake martini.
Woo. We don't drink normally, but how many years ago was that? That was quite a few years ago. We cruised with a couple we really became friends with from New Hampshire. They're from New Hampshire.
He was a gambler.
And they introduced us to a chocolate cheesecake
martini.
Yeah. And
This guy's a professional gambler, but anyway, moving on.
It really tasted good. It really tasted good.
We got a couple of comments. Who we got in here?
Yeah. John, born in Chicago, lives in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Chicago dogs.
I bet they hear your accent in North Carolina, don't they, John?
Yes, they do.
Do they hear your Chicago
Raleigh, North
accent?
Carolina. Used to live in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Yeah. And Audrey says, we went out of Galveston on the breeze in July, so the Allure wouldn't be our first cruise. We followed all your tips, so it was great. Thank you. My kids are grown. It was our first solo trip. Oh, Audrey, did you have like an absolute blast? Not that kids aren't wonderful, and you love your kids. I know that you do, but when you kind of have an empty nest, you're all like, oh, this is what it's like again before we had kids. So I bet that was wonderful. Excellent. Well, then you kind of know Galveston since you've already been there. Yeah. So yes, on the drink package, how many ports do you have? How long are you going to be in port? What kind of drinker are you? If you need a drink in your hand the whole time you're on board, when you are on board, it might be worth it for you. And also, what kind of drinks do you like?
Top shelf margarita.
Oh, that's going to be expensive. Beer is like $8 ish across the cruise lines, right? And mixed drinks or cocktails are like up to $13 or more.
13 or more, depending on if you drink premium liquor.
Yeah. So this is your answer. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. This is your answer how to determine it. There is a cruise drink package calculator at cruisely.com, cruzelly.com, and it's the best calculator I've seen. I think some other sites have calculators too, but it will ask you about your drink habits and about your ports and all that, and about what you drink, and then it will calculate for you basically whether it's worth it for you or not, because it really may not be.
It provides you the data, and you decide.
Yeah, and y'all, I just put out a video just yesterday on 10 tips to save money. That's in there. We're talking about the drink package. All that information I just said is in there, but I'll put that video below because it's some tips that people may not think about to save money on your next cruise, like when to cruise and how to book, those kind of things. So I know, none of us up in here are rich, so we're all want to save the moolah.
Save the cash.
Indeed. Okay, so should I buy a drink package? That was the first FAQ, and we just went through that. So should I buy a dining package?
Well, that would depend also.
You're eating.
My security dog.
Yep,
9 pounds. He thinks he's 90.
Murphy's at it again.
That's okay, babe.
Come on, bud. There is an unlimited amount of amazing food on most cruise lines that are included. Okay. All the cruise lines we've ever been on, we've never been disappointed in the included food.
No.
Maybe we don't eat fancy here at home. I don't know. People who
pretty fancy.
Maybe some people who eat fancy at home, then it's not that big a deal. But we're eating our prepared meals, or we're just eating, things that we cook here. Things that I cook here at the house. And we don't eat fancy. We go out on the weekends, or we'll get take out. On the weekends or occasionally during the week, a weekday, but usually we just eat at home. So the cruise food, I find the included cruise food is anywhere from good to amazing. I'll have to tell you, Wonder was the best.
The food was phenomenal.
Best cruise food we've ever had.
Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I agree. Totally.
But again, I don't think we've ever had bad. Never been bad.
No.
Included cruise food.
I don't think we've even had marginal.
Looking back, I was a little disappointed on Adventure this past January. We went on Adventure. I was a little disappointed. Like some of the fish that came out that was supposed to be crispy because it's fried wasn't crispy. It was a soggy, the soggy coating.
Yeah.
So that was a little disappointed. But really, I didn't notice it until we went on Wonder, and I was like, oh.
Blew it away?
This is the included food. This is what the included food's supposed to taste like. So, but Wonder was a brand new ship. We sailed on her like the 5th sailing week. So It's kind of an unfair comparison.
Had a nice interview with the chef on board, the executive chef on Wonder as well. So check that out.
Cruising Scene is in the house.
What up?
Hey, I think y'all are our fellow Texans too. Are you not?
You need to tell us.
I think you are. Yeah. Glad y'all could join us. We're talking FAQs. We already talked some cruise news about Royal and Carnival stopping testing for 5-night sailings or less, We already announced that to everybody, but some people might be coming in late. So I'm so glad cruising scene is here. Good. We need to cruise with y'all one day.
We got a couple coming up.
Yes. So dining package. Yeah. The larger ships, I would say to save your money, your vacation funds for the larger ships, because they have more food options. So you get more options for your money if you buy like an unlimited dining package. Some, I know Royal has this. I'm not sure about the other big gals, the big cruise lines. They may have, Royal has a chops plus one, which is the steakhouse there. So you get two you get two specialty dining meals, chops, and then one other restaurant on board.
Right.
And then they have a 3 dining package, specialty dining as well. So be sure and look online at your cruise line and see what kind of choices they have for the menu, for the specialty dining, because it may not be unlimited dining or nothing. Maybe you have something in between where you can kind of try one of the specialty restaurants you've been wanting to.
I will say this: if budget's not an issue and you've never experienced these restaurants, treat yourself.
Oh yeah,
you'll really enjoy it.
If you just include it in your budget when you vacation, then
you will enjoy it.
Yeah. So cruising scene. Oh, Kathy's here. Kathy Farrier. Did I say that right? It's spelled like warrior. Maybe it's Farrier. Kathy from Arkansas. Thank you for the great videos. Thank you, Kathy. We're glad you're here. Thanks for watching.
I love motorcycle trips in Arkansas.
He loved up by Mina.
Arkansas is a great place.
Beautiful.
Mina, yes.
Yeah. So cruising scene says, good to see you. Just hit the bell. Yes, we are near Fort Worth. I thought you were too. And going on the Horizon in October. Ooh, that'll be a good one. Yeah, that's a good. What class is that? Horizon. I can't remember. In October. So y'all are coming up too on like 70 something days. Yes. Excellent.
Let us know how that goes.
Yeah.
Please.
We have to book Horizon.
Right.
So yeah, dining package, it really is up to you. Generally, if you're on a budget and if it's more tight, I would say leave that for the big cruise ships.
Right.
And just enjoy everything that's included on the smaller or mid-sized ship that you're on. Maybe not spending the money on the dining package. And
some people enjoy the bigger cruise ships and some enjoy the smaller cruise ships.
Or a combo.
Yeah, there's a difference though. The people that enjoy the smaller cruise ships, they say they prefer the intimacy with
the crew and other passengers.
And then there's some people like us. It doesn't matter whether it's a big one or a small one. We just want to cruise.
We like it all. We like it all. And we actually have had to do something because of the channel that we don't really like in the MDR.
Right.
We like to sit with strangers at a table and sit there every night because we really get to know. We've made lifelong friends.
For us, it's about the experience and about new friends and new fellowships. And
what we realized on Wonder when we did that was it's difficult to vlog your food and your meal.
It is.
Because you sit down and you're there with new people. Hey, Sally. Hey, Bob. New people. How are y'all doing? Oh, hold on. We need to record our food.
Yeah.
It's just, and then some people may not want to be on camera, and you can't help but show them too if they're sitting right next to you. So it's kind of,
we're learning.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward. So we're probably going to just sit on our own by ourselves from now on.
Well, the good thing is I can get really goofy if I want to.
This is true.
Won't embarrass anybody.
No one will be judging you but our viewers. Yes, we have to like each other. We have to like each other to sit with only each other in the main dining room.
I like her. I think I'm going to keep her.
It's good. It's good for your marriage. I kind of like it too. And you're stuck with me anyway.
28 years of training, folks.
Yeah, there's no getting out of this now. You got the contract, mister. You're going to spew coffee.
Yeah.
You got the contract. We're stuck.
And my father-in-law holds the gun.
Oh, Terry made it. Yay. Hi, Terry. I just love your comments. You're so sweet on all of our videos to leave comments. Hi. I love the big cruise ships. We do too, Terry.
Yes.
We're really getting kind of spoiled.
Yes.
I mean, Explorer, I know we'll have a blast on Explorer because have we ever been on Explorer?
Never.
We've never been on Explorer. So that'll be good. A new ship, and going to the ABC Islands will be excellent. But man, we're really getting spoiled on the big ships.
Well, we've never been to Bonaire, so that'll be a totally new experience.
Right. And we're renting a golf cart in Bonaire, and we're just going to drive around and see a bunch of stuff. Everyone was like, you got to rent a golf cart. So we were like, okay. Cruising scene. We were on Grandeur of the Seas in May. Smaller ship and loved it.
There you go.
But either is good for us too.
Exactly.
Yeah. We looked at booking Grandeur, And I mean, I think because it's out of Galveston, isn't it? Yeah,
I think so right now.
Right. So, and it's not very expensive. It's really good pricing right now too, is why we looked at it. And, we just thought, well, let's try, because we're telling you at the end of this,
Nope.
we're
Not
telling
yet.
you
Not yet.
about our new booking.
Okay.
So we were looking and trying to decide Grandeur against some other choices that we made. This other choice we made, we'll tell y'all. So another FAQ people ask a lot is, should I do a ship excursion or private? We have had good luck with both when we first started cruising. So if you're a cruise newbie or like maybe your second or third cruise, maybe stick with the ship excursions just so you kind of get to know the ports and what's good to do. But if you're adventurous, I mean, we haven't had the worst experience we've ever had with a third party was in Curacao or Aruba. I think it was in Aruba. And it was a Viator excursion. And it was a catamaran. It was a snorkeling and catamaran sailing for the day. And they were supposed to pick us up. We were supposed to go to this hotel near the port, and everyone would be meeting there, and then transportation would take us to the catamaran pier. So we got to the hotel and everybody gone. Everybody gone. They already left. They didn't even hardly get us time to like get docked and walk to the hotel. It was crazy. I was not happy and I was very stressed out. We had to pay for our own taxi to get to the pier. The excursion itself on the catamaran was awesome. It was a great day. It was a great ship. Food was included. Drinks were included. It was a great day, but I wasn't very happy with Viator at that time. However, we are booked on 2 Viator cruises.
So we will report back on that.
Yes. That was the only bad third-party excursion experience we've ever had. And the ship excursions we've had have been nice. And I'll tell you, it is always nice to have transportation included.
Absolutely.
And ship excursions always include transportation.
The transportation. So there's no fuss.
No fuss, no muss. If you just don't want to mess with it, then just do a ship excursion.
That is a great thing about a ship excursion.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about anything. Those people are going to take care of it because that's money in the bank for them. And
and that's what I tell people. Yes, there's always a chance that you could get left. It
happens.
Improbable, but not impossible, that a third party excursioner could get you to the ship late and you could miss the ship. It's possible. In the realm of possibilities, the realm of the world, it could happen. However, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to put it all over social media. You're going to be on Facebook. You're going to be in every cruise group you're on. They go out of business. Like, oh, this is the excursioner that, like, people go back to the ship late. Yeah, they can't do that. They have to get you back in time. So again, we've just never had bad experiences with third party folks.
Who have we missed?
Christopher says you should totally do a video on your experiences with excursions in the Caribbean. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chris. Because we've been on a lot of them. John, you need 8 mixed drinks to pay for it. John knows we're talking about drink packages.
8 is that 8 a day?
8 mixed drinks. Starbucks makes it easier. Game changer. I know, John.
It is.
We're Diamond now. We just made Diamond last year because of the double points. And so we're having to get used to having our 4 free vouchers a day. And I was using mine in Starbucks. I was loving it. In the Cafe Promenade on Wonder. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cruising scene. We're snorkeling in Bonaire.
Okay.
And Sea Trek and De Palm Island adventure in Aruba. Oh, that Sea Trek will be neat. That will be neat. I hear it's the one where you wear like the big helmet and you go underwater, kind of like Snuba, but not the same thing. I think, isn't that cruising scene? If that's something different I'm thinking about, you can tell me. Yeah. I think you're safe with third party. And what we do is we start on TripAdvisor, and I go to TripAdvisor and I put in Aruba, things to do. So I'll look at beaches, resort for a day, whatever the reviews are about on Aruba, things to do. I look at the ratings and I definitely read the reviews because that's what's so awesome about TripAdvisor is that it's just people like you and me.
It's consumer driven.
Yeah. People like you and me putting honest reviews, not being paid for good or bad on there. And then I narrow it down. Well, do we want to do a beach day? Well, then I'm just going to look at beaches. And then we narrow it down. And then I'll go over to my Facebook cruise groups and I'll say, hey, I'm looking at these beaches. Anybody have any personal experiences with those beaches? Good, bad, whatever. And, folks will tell you there. So that's how I narrow it down. If we're going to go somewhere on our own, again, you can just take a taxi to a beach.
Sure.
You don't have to take an excursion to a beach. So keep that in mind that, again, it's nice to have transportation included. But like in Mexico, I got a video coming up about Mexico and the port there, Cozumel, the port there, and the 3 excursions that we've been on more than one time. So that video is coming up probably next week, probably next Saturday. But yeah, so you'll be fine. Just do your research. If you're going on your own and not going on a ship excursion, just do your research and you'll be fine.
Data is important.
John says, we're doing 3-day dinner package at Chops.
Okay.
With hibachi. Yes. I think the hibachi costs a little extra, right? John, I think the hibachi costs a little. The sushi comes with your package, but then the hibachi, for people who may not know, it's like
it's almost like a Mongolian barbecue style.
What's the name of the restaurant that does hibachi here in the States, at least in the South?
Well, we have
it's like a big griddle.
Right.
And then the chairs sit around the griddle,
right.
And you can see the chef
entertaining
making your
tools.
food, and he does, he throws up his tools and he chop
the egg up in his
makes
hat.
noises. Yeah. Benihana, that's right, Christopher hit
Benihana,
it's like Benihana, and I think that's nationwide. So, that'll be good, John. That'll be good. We like the 3-day. I think on Explorer, did we get Chops plus 1 or 3? I think we got Chops plus one on Explorer.
I'll give you a little. What do they call that? A hack?
Yes.
On Royal, if you're in the main dining room, you can get the filet mignon from Chops in the dining room for $16.95
without paying for the full Chops experience. You get the food. Now, of course,
you get the steak.
You don't get the full experience.
It's the same plate.
Same steak.
I've eaten a lot of steak that way because it's prime beef.
Yes.
So there you go.
In the main dining room, and it'll be on the menu at the bottom. You'll look like you can get lobster every night. You can pay for lobster every night.
You can get it every night if you want.
For the chopped steak every night. The things that cost extra that are not included in the main dining room are at the bottom of the menu on Royal. We're talking about Royal.
You get the Chops filet and lobster tail and a surf and turf.
Yeah. Cruising Scene says we do Nachi Cacon.
Ah, good place.
That's what one of our reviews is on. We've been there 3 times, I think.
Good place.
Which is not through the ship in Cozumel. Love it. We do too. We love it there. When we're in the mood for a beach day, we're trying to decide if we want to do Chonkanob again, because there's more to do, so we'll have something to vlog as opposed to just vlogging us laying on the beach all day long.
Yeah. Chonkanob is a good idea.
Yeah. We really enjoyed Chonkanob because you can also lay on the beach all day long if you want, or they have the crocodile or the reptile exhibition, and they have
a freshwater pool there, I think.
Sea lion show. Yes, they do. At Chonkanob also, they have a pool right beside the Starbucks.
Right. Ooh.
Because you got Starbucks
last time.
He's drinking Starbucks on the beach in Mexico. Yeah. So, but we're trying to decide between Nachi Kokum, Cruising Scene, but we love it. Nachi Kokum is one of them.
Have we missed anybody in there?
No, we're up to date on I don't think so. If I've missed anyone, let me know. I think we got everybody. Cruising Scene just never heard of the other beach you mentioned. Can you spell it? Yes, it's Chonkanob. Let me put it in. It's part of the National Park series in Mexico. Chankanaab, I think. Yes. Chonkanob. I think that's what it is.
I think that's correct.
I just put it in the comments there.
Check them out on TripAdvisor.
Yeah. Or Cruising Scene. I'm sorry. Never heard of the other beach. Yes. And Audrey says, we did Nachi Kokum also on your recommendation. So what'd you think? Be honest.
Feedback.
Be honest, Audrey, if you didn't like it. And did you take kids or did you just go with adults? Because I think you're the ones who said your kids are grown. Yeah. Did you like it? Cruising Scene, thank you. Absolutely. It is that Chonkanob is there are 4 national parks in Mexico. Mm-hmm. They're part of the same series and come under that program for eco conservatism. And
they're eco-friendly.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to preserve, the reptiles and the animals, the marine life.
Yep.
It's really awesome. And it's like $26 a person, $18 for like 4 through 12. Because I'm working on my video, so I just looked it up yesterday. Yeah, and the food is extra. Food is not included. Drinks are
not included.
So
that's just entry to the
yeah,
park.
if you're thinking Nachi Kokum, the food and the drinks are included, and
Right.
the food is really good at Nachi
The food
Kokum.
is good.
Oh, I just remember it being so good. And drinks are included if you drink alcohol, and they have a pool. Chonkanab also has a pool. The only downside I remember about Chonkanab was the beach entry.
Oh yeah,
is down the stairs.
Yeah.
So they have
it's very steep.
Yeah, they have the beach built up and a retaining wall, and then you have to go downstairs to get into the ocean water. It's not a huge deal, but it's not like a beautiful sandy,
right?
White sand beach entry like Nachi Kokum.
Yeah. Depending on the weather, the brakes can be pretty strong there too.
Well, it was the one year we were at Chonkanab. It was heavy, and I tried to snorkel, and it was murky. You can't really see anything. I got my GoPro
cloudy.
there, and the water was just cloudy. But there had been a storm, so that's come day go day. You never know what the weather's. Yeah, the weather's going to be like when you're there. So
we're still wet.
Cruising scene. Nachi is less of a party and calmer, definitely. And I did see yesterday on the website that they've gone up to 130 capacity now
in occupancy.
Yeah, it used to be 100,
right?
And now, but they still limit it, so there's just not going to be a lot of people there. Service will be better. It won't be crowded. You can get a lounger by the pool if you want to go up to the pool, and everyone has their own palapa, their own private palapa at Nachi Kokum, y'all. Audrey says, we are still talking about it. It was just my husband and I. Oh, good. Then it was good then. Talking about Nachi Kokum. Excellent. Yeah, it's just so relaxing. Again, like Cruising Scene just said, it's not a party. It's not like Mr. Sancho's is down the road.
Correct.
Like literally down the road from Nachi Kokum. If you have kids or if you're looking for a big party, you can find it at Mr. Sancho's.
It's there.
You could make your own party at Nachi Kokum, because one time when we were there, some people got a little rowdy by the swim up bar.
Yes, they did.
So you can make your own party, but there may not be a lot of other people to join in because everyone's going to be like us in Cruising Scene, and they're going to be like relaxing on the beach and like irritated that you're, want to make it a big, loud, drunk party. I'm not sure very many people might notice your loud, drunk party at Mr. Sancho's. We haven't been there yet, and we've been deciding, contemplating whether we need to go to Mr. Sancho's to try it. We need to be able to tell people these are the differences, as opposed to just reading online. Because again, a lot of people with their kids go to Mr. Sancho's because of the water toys, the big blow up water toys in the water. Nachi, I don't think, someone correct me if you've been there since we have, but I don't remember there being water toys in the water at Nachi. But there are at Mr. Sancho. So a lot of people take kids there. I'm hoping people aren't being wild and crazy.
I don't think they were. There were.
Yeah. Hope people aren't being wild and crazy around kids.
Right.
This may not apply to many people, but I thought it was an important question. Where can I smoke on board? If we're talking about frequently asked questions, where can I smoke on board? Generally, only in outside areas that are clearly marked for smoking. No cruise lines allow smoking in the cabins or on balconies. And in fact, it's like up to a $250 fee.
Yeah.
For any damage, like, butts or burning on the furniture or any of that.
And
plus, it can be $250 plus.
And know that there are cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Even those that can see balconies.
Yeah. All the casinos have their own rules. Some cruise lines allow smoking in the entire casino. Some have smoking area, non-smoking area.
Designated smoking
in
areas.
the casino. And while others only allow like cigarettes and e-cigs in certain parts. So check your cruise line's website for their smoking policies. And I don't think you want to, I don't think you want to pay the fee. I don't think you want to pay the fee or get caught, because I don't know, these days they might kick you off for breaking a rule. I don't know. I don't know what they would do. If you're smoking in your room, your room steward can come in and smell it. So right. I don't know. Wouldn't be good.
Don't some ships even have cigar lounges?
Yes.
Some of the bigger ships?
Absolutely.
I think so.
Yes. I know
So if you're a cigar smoker, you might check that out.
Not the Wonder. It was one of the ships coming up that I thought it had a cigar lounge. So, okay, y'all, we've been going for a little bit, so we're going to tell you about our new booking. Drum roll. No, I need a bongo. I gotta get a bongo before next week. Okay,
Oh.
y'all. So we booked Norwegian Breakaway on January 22nd. So
Out of
after the Galveston. No, NOLA. Sorry.
you
Do
go
y'all
to
remember-
Galveston, I'm going to New
Do
Orleans.
y'all remember last week? JJ was complaining about New Orleans.
She twisted my arm. It was like
He was complaining about Nolans. I'm just not going to go. Yeah, some of y'all like it. He was trying to be very diplomatic. Some of y'all like Nolans. You know, I just did. It wasn't a good leaving. It wasn't a good terminal experience.
it was not a
for
good
us.
experience. But look, I'm all about redemption. Okay. So we're going to give it another chance.
Another chance. Yeah.
And where are we parking? We're parking on Fulton Place.
Parking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're parking.
So Breakaway, which is the second largest group in Norwegian. We haven't cruised them since 2013.
And that was a good trip.
That's why I kind of teased that it was like a new cruise line for us. Because that was a while ago, folks.
One time.
Yeah, just the one time. And it was after our 2 Carnival cruises.
Do you remember what ship it was?
Jewel.
The Jewel.
Norwegian Jewel. And it was beautiful and we loved it.
Beautiful.
We kind of we saw the difference, between Carnival and Norwegian. And then we went Royal and we've been Royal ever since. And we're just like,
let's give it another shot.
And it's New Orleans, so we can drive. It's a 9-hour drive.
7.5.
Yeah. Because we're not staying in New Orleans. This might be anticlimactic, but we're staying in Covington.
Covington is so cool.
It's like 8 miles across the bridge from Fifth Street.
Do you remember the name of the lake?
Pontchartrain?
Lake Pontchartrain.
Pontchartrain.
Right out,
Pontchartrain.
Right out of downtown New Orleans, just straight north across the lake into Covington.
Yeah.
They got great restaurants, great jazz music, as you would expect.
Yeah. So Breakaway they have Breakaway Plus class, Norwegian does, and then they have Breakaway class, and then they get smaller from there. So Breakaway and Getaway are the same size.
Right.
And cruising out of NOLA.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it in January.
And where are we staying?
Covington.
The hotel.
Where did we book? We were looking at the Country Inn and Suites, but we were also looking at the Hampton Inn. I think we went with the Hampton Inn.
We did go with the Hampton
we
Inn.
just have good luck with the Hilton brand hotels when we travel. We're in their VIP program, which isn't a big,
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's not like when you finally get to cruising points where you actually get something in a VIP program for a cruise line. But we find that they're not very expensive. Like it's always under or right around $200 a night.
That's with taxes and fees.
This one was under. This one was like $164. It was very reasonable. We thought for a one night. I know.
Now we're talking $164 is reasonable
being
for a
reasonable.
one night stay.
Seriously, yeah.
I remember 1999.
Do you remember?
Motel 6.
I'm not staying in a Motel 6.
I know my queen does not do Motel 6.
I'm seriously not a diva.
She's not a diva, but she likes her Hampton Inn.
I just because it's not super fancy. It's not like the Ritz,
it's not
Carlton, but
Taj Mahal.
It's nice and clean, generally clean, and very consistent across the country. That's what we found. Wherever we stay, and we even stayed. Have we stayed out of the country to Hampton? No, it was New York City. New York City, all the way to Florida, and in Texas, we've stayed at Hampton Inns
and Miami
or Hilton products. Yeah,
Miami.
And they've been consistent.
Yep,
and good service and clean, nice. So that's our announcement, y'all. We're going NCL in January.
In Nowlands.
Yeah. So now the key is for our back to lose it to cruise it is to keep the weight off that we lose for Explorer in October. Keep it off until January. And y'all, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got New Year's Eve.
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a task. It's just all about balance. It's all about balance. You can still have the food that you want.
Trust me.
Just not in the amounts that you want.
I celebrate during the holidays.
Seriously. Cruising Scene says, we have Hilton Honors. We stay at Hampton Inn sometimes too. That's what we join. We join their little program,
Yep.
And it's good. Audrey, thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye, Audrey. And we're actually going to let y'all go because we've been going over an hour. So if you have any questions, if you're watching this later, be sure and put them in the comments and we will answer them. Thank y'all, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you next week. Be blessed.
Peace.